Let me begin. The first thing that we are going to talk about is question forms and how to do it. Let's go straight to the first section of this program, that is the contest. Today we have two special guests with us. Hey Jared and Mike. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm great, thank you. I'm ready to win this contest.
Okay, you seem confident. And Jared, what about you?
I am confident because I know I'm going to destroy Mike.
Okay, both of you, good luck. And get ready because we are going to start with the questions. The topic of this time is question forms, subject and object questions, and an additional topic that is principal tenses. Well, let's begin with the first question, that is, with which type of tenses did we use does or did? Mike?
Hmm, I think it's with perfect tenses.
Nope, incorrect. Your turn, Jared. Can you answer the question?
I think so. I think that the answer is that did and does are used for simple tenses.
Correct. Let's see a little bit more of information about the question forms. Thank you for the explanation. Now let's go with the second question of the day. The question is the following example. Who do you help? Is it an object or subject question? Jared.
It is an object question.
Correct. Can you tell me why?
No, I cannot really explain why.
Okay, let's see this little explanation. Thank you for the explanation. Now let's make the next question. The question is, can you name all the type of tenses that exist for present and past?
Okay, in present they are simple, perfect, and continuous, and in past they are perfect, simple, continuous, and used to.
Correct. And can you tell me in which situations or what was the rules we used that?
I really can't.
Well, so let's see the explanation. Thank you for the explanation. Now let's go to the last question, that is, can you tell me the two main uses of the future?
Yes, we use future for predictions, plans, and intentions.
That is correct. Now let's see what else. Thanks. And that is the end of the section. Thanks for staying. Now let's go with the new section.
Hey, welcome back to your favorite news channel. Today we have very juicy news, so stay tuned if you don't want to lose them. So, like I was saying before, today we have very juicy news. Some days ago, on Friday, May 7, there were clashes between the Israeli riot police and faithful Palestinians in the Mesquite Esplanade, where the Al-Aqsa Temple is. This led to the extremist and terrorist Palestinian group Hamas to attack the Israelis from Beit Lahia, at the north of the Gaza Strip. In the image, you can notice that at the left there are the Israeli defense missiles, and at the right there are the Hamas attack missiles. The Israeli defense system, also known as Iron Dome, had an effectivity of stopping 90% of the Palestinian attack, which left only 10 missile impact deaths, 2 more provoked by fallings, and 312 injured. The Israeli army informed that they killed 15 Hamas high commands, and the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that Israel is going to intensify their attacks over Hamas. Luckily for everyone, the past May 20, 2021, Israel and Hamas agreed to a ceasefire. This is easily one of the most terrible situations in the past months. We hope that everything gets well over there. Getting away from this, did you notice that when we mentioned the Israeli Prime Minister, we reported his speech? Let us explain you about this. Up next, a 13-year-old kid tripped over a carpet and burned himself with a hot pan over the stove while he was trying to make a surprise breakfast for his family. Poor kid, he was just trying to make a delicious meal for his family. We hope that he's alright, and we recommend you that if you are going to be in the kitchen, you should be aware of everything there, because anything can happen like to this kid. I just noticed that was a use of the conditional sentences. Let's see what is this about. To end this new section, India is being harassed by another cyclone after Tuktai passed. In the Gulf of Bengal at the east of India, Another cyclone is forming. It very likely to move northwestwards and reach Odisha West Bengal coast around May 26th morning, the Indian Meteorological Department informed. Tuktai was by far the biggest cyclone in the past decades for India. It left at least 110 deaths, and even before the cyclone touched land, 185 km/h gusts provoked at least 20 deaths. This added to the fact that India is going through their second contagious wave of COVID-19, so they sure are passing one of their hardest times. So let's hope that they recover soon. Hey, making comparisons between cyclones reminding me about comparison sentences. Let us explain you about this. Well, we have run out of time, but don't worry because next up is the grammar lesson. So stay tuned and see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Hi, I'm Daniel, and I'm so glad to present the next section that is going to be grammatical side. We are going to see models of ability and possibility, the passive and relative clauses. Models of ability and possibility. These five verbs are examples of modal verbs. Modal verbs are helping auxiliary verbs that express ideas like ability, permission, possibility, and necessity. Many modal verbs have more than one meaning. They are always followed by a simple form of verb. For example, Alan can swim. This shows that Alan has the ability to swim. Relative clauses. We use relative clauses to give additional information about something without starting another sentence by combining sentence with relative clauses. Your text becomes more fluent and you can avoid repeating certain words. How to form relative clauses. Imagine a girl is talking to Tom. You want to know who is she? You could say, a girl is talking to Tom. Do you know the girl? That sounds rather complicated, doesn't it? It will be easier with a relative clause. You put both pieces of information into one sentence. Start with the most important thing. You want to know who the girl is. Do you know the girl? As your friend cannot know which girl you are talking about, you need to put in the additional information. The girl is taking to Tom. Use the girl only in the first part of the sentence. In the second part, it is relative pronoun. For people who use relative pronoun who. So the final sentence is, do you know the girl who is talking to Tom? The passive. We use the passive voice to change the focus sentence. My bike was stolen. Passive, focus on my bike. Someone stole my bike. Active, focus on someone. We often use the passive. When we prefer not to mention who or what does the action, for example, it's not known, it's obvious, or we don't want to say it, we can start a sentence with the most important or most logical information. In more formal or scientific writing.